As an actor, if the character gets bigger than the actor himself, I think that is when the actor has really succeeded in playing the part that he or she is supposed to play. Cinema is an experience. It's not just content consumption. I've said this earlier, and I believe in it with all my heart. You know what? When you go to a theater to watch a film, it's not just, you're not consuming the content. You're not on your phone. You don't have the liberty to go to the bathroom whenever you want to. You cannot pause it.
Hi guys, this is Ankita. You're tuned into PeepingMoon.com, and we are here with another episode of the Rising Stars of 2021. So this month, who gave us enough happy wala dard, if I have to say that, all the good emotions, is all ready to set you in a kamma, is playing Aankh Mein Choli with you, and there's a lot more in store. But what is actually the thing which drives Abhimanyu Dassani to the film set every day? Let's ask him the kind of content he's looking forward to do in this year, and a lot more about films and thoda sa fitness and fun, huh? I'll make sure. Hi, Abhimanyu.
Hi, how are you? Thank you so much for having me here.
Thank you. Pleasure is all mine. Abhimanyu, first thing first. Pandemic, of course, hasn't been like an easy
Yeah.
time. We all know. Still, if I'm not mistaken, you had a couple of films lined up even last year, which I presume have been moved to this year. So this year looks like a full bag of films releasing back to back.
Yeah.
How
Yeah.
does it feel knowing that already there was enough gap and then we had another halt, which we of course couldn't control, but now we are ready to go?
I mean, what I went through is much lesser than the pain and the misery that a lot of people around me have gone through, and I've witnessed it firsthand. So I consider myself lucky and grateful, counting my blessings every day, uh, being just healthy and happy with my family. Uh, but on the work front, yeah, there was a lot of things that I was looking forward to. Uh, but I guess patience is the name of the game, and I've heard this, and I'm sure you have as well, that good things come to those who wait. And maybe what was supposed to happen in 2020 is going to be bigger and better in 2021. Uh, like I keep saying, always look at things with curiosity rather than expectations, because who am I to judge something of being bad, of being wrong? Uh, whatever happens for the good. And if this year I was supposed to learn more patience and learn more humility and have a more streamlined thought process, then maybe that's what this year was about. And I'm glad this year got me a lot of time to introspect and make those changes in my life. So moving forward, I know what priorities I need to focus on, and what are the things that really make me happy. So just focus on those small things, those moments of happiness which actually make life, uh, instead of being a rat in the rat race, which I think that none of you should do. Focus on what makes you happy, whether it's small or big, and just keep doing it till it kills you.
Uh, Abhimanyu, I know it's a little funny to ask, but you had an unusual premiere, or I would say coming out with Mad Ko Dard Nahi Hota. It
Yeah.
crossed the festivals, then it came to theaters.
Yeah.
People till date, when I go to your social media, I see them making references, um, remembering you, your character, Suraj. Do you think that when you, uh, or is it too early to ask? Are you carrying the baggage? That's a too huge a baggage. You're still carrying a character with you, which people so easily associate with you. Will you be able to break the image with all the content you're coming up with this year?
So I'm pretty confident I'll be able to break that image of Surya, but it's definitely not baggage. It's actually amazing. Someone, as an actor, if the character gets bigger than the actor himself, I think that is when the actor has really succeeded in playing the part that he or she is supposed to play. And I guess what you're saying is my character Surya has become bigger than Abhimanyu, which I'm gonna just take it as a compliment and say I'm grateful for the whole team, that put in their blood, sweat, and tears 100% into the film, and they achieved what they could, and they made me perform the way that I did. So, uh, it's all their teamwork and hard work that has got this out there, and it has made me shine the way it has. Um, so yeah, I'm damn happy about how people really enjoy Surya even now, and they, like you said, reference a lot of things that I do and things that they do in their life with Surya, which is amazing. Yeah, I feel really nice about it.
Abhimanyu, Surya also was a character which normally we have a one-dimensional character. In Bollywood, we have a hero who loves romances and fights and stuff.
Hmm.
Surya was nothing but ordinary by any means. When you have already touched so many genres in your very first film, in your very first part, when it comes to the next work of yours, were you careful what not to do, what not to pick, or a genre you would like to stay away from a bit so that, the recall or repetitive value doesn't strike a little harder?
That's too much calculation for art. Art is is not mathematics. You got to feel it. You can't calculate what you're supposed to be doing and what you're not supposed to be doing. Uh, but yeah, I looked for another challenge that was a little different from Surya and uh, the film Mart Ko Dard Nahi Hota that you guys saw. And Sabir sir believed in me, which was amazing. And his form of filmmaking is extremely different from what you expect from Vasan sir, right? And I got an opportunity to showcase that side uh, of me that I could with this character Adi, which is uh, 180 degrees different from Surya. And I mean, Sabir sir and the people at Sony said that they're happy with what they saw, and they couldn't see Surya anywhere in the film. So fingers crossed. I haven't seen anything yet, but and I'm sure you guys are going to probably see it way before I actually watch the movie. Um, and that
Shirley
they're
has told
hoping
us
to
some
release.
really good things though. Shirley has given us like small, like you're going to be really excited. This is one hell of a ride. Something totally not expecting. What everyone might be expecting, it's totally not that.
Yeah, it's not. It's not. It's like, but like you said, it is an out and out commercial film. It's got everything. It's got comedy. It's got romance. It's got tons of action, which I really enjoy doing. It's got a bit of a thriller, but at the center, it's like a heartfelt uh, family movie. And it's one of those films you can watch with your grandparents, you can watch with your kids, you can watch with your friends, you can watch uh, with everyone around you. And those kind of films are rare to see these days. The teenage love stories which we grew up on. So I'm excited for this to come out and people to actually reminisce about those times and watch this.
And I'm actually hopeful that by the time all these lovely films come out, we do have theaters. With full due respect to the OTT and the platform, but I think there are certain films you really, really enjoy on 70 mm. You can't take that away.
See, cinema is an experience. It's not just content consumption. I've said this earlier, and I believe in it with all my heart. What when you go to a theater to watch a film, it's not just you're not consuming the content. You're not on your phone. You don't have the liberty to go to the bathroom whenever you want to. You cannot pause it. You are there and you commit yourself to those 2 hours or 3 hours of what that art is. And that kind of commitment in these days, where everyone's on their phone or where everyone is so distracted with everything, uh, it's truly an experience. So that is something that no matter what happens, you cannot have at home. With all due respect, OTT is amazing. I have enjoyed myself this year watching and consuming all the content, and I will in the future, and I would love to be a part of that content. But I miss the theaters.
I miss
I miss the
this
theater.
entire vibe of the darkening hall and carrying your popcorns and with utter silence. Every
I,
dialogue means so
yeah,
much.
yeah, and it's those 200, 300 strangers that sit in one room are emoting the same thing together. They're feeling the same things that these artists are, and or this music or this lighting or this story is making you feel. That's an amazing experience. That is not something that you can sit at home and have. uh,
Like I might be a little pompous to say this, but when it, of course, it's a little funny, but when there are audience suddenly erupting into a joy of dance or a loud clap, you can't get that emotion anywhere else in the world. That's
yeah,
one of its kind.
yeah. And especially if it's a comedy film also, when you hear a few people giggling, it's infectious. You feel that it's funnier than it is you know
And to
And
make someone laugh, anyhow, it's the hardest job. So if you can
it
make
is,
them laugh,
it is, it is. Comedy is a serious, serious business.
good one. Comedy is a serious business. Abhimanyu, do you think that you are at time for an actor? This is like one of the best times to be in the craft. The craft is just not limited to a linear storytelling. You, at least, very clearly have opened the discussion, I would say, with Marg at that time when you picked that film. I remember coming from festivals, going to theaters, and when we were meeting you for press interaction, even at that time, and when I saw the film, I'm like, this is not a film anyone would consciously say, कि मैं Bollywood से इसमें आऊंगा. So since then to now, and I can see so many new faces now ready to not take the path well traveled. Do you think it's
Yeah.
it's a good time to be an actor in the profession?
I think it's an amazing time to be an actor, be a director, be a writer. Especially, it's the year of the
Yeah,
writer.
any form of content per se. Yeah, we should do this way,
Yeah.
definitely.
I think if in any part of media you want to invest it now. In the next 3 years are going to be huge in any form of media. Uh, but yeah, again, coming back to it, I think it's the year of the writer. This year is going to be just content that the writer says this is what we want to put out, and that's what's going to come out. And there's a lot of change happening. Like I said earlier, the stories that we never looked at, those stories are being looked at, and those stories are being told, which is fantastic. First, we had a two-lane highway, we had the theaters, the cinemas, and then we had the TV. Now we have three-lane highway. We have the OTT as well. So as many directors as you had here or here, now you can have those many more directors, actors, stories, films, etc. So the industry has grown. It's huge, and it's more or less exploded. So the next year, 2 year, 3 years, we're going to see a lot of new and amazing talent, which we already have seen in the past year. And I think it's just amazing to have those to watch those stories, talents doing their thing. It's very inspirational and motivational for artists like me to sit, watch, consume, learn, adapt, and then try and recreate or spark it somewhere else.
So in 2021, if Abhimanyu has to channel a bunch of such creators, if Abhimanyu, you are doing your handpicking, what are the kind of people you're looking forward to or the stories you would like to tell? Is a certain person you're dying to work or a certain story which is definitely on your mind and you would love to be a part of that narrative? Is there something?
I mean, I've action is a genre that is my go-to. I think I absolutely enjoy action, and I feel comfortable doing it more than any other genre. So I'd like to get back to action. I did Nikamma action about say a year and a half ago. So I haven't done action since then. Aak Mein Choli has, I would say, no action, and my film that I'm shooting right now, Meenakshi Sundareshwar, has zero action. So I haven't done action in a year. I want to do action now. And having said that, I have the utmost amount or level of respect for athletes. Um, their profession, the amount of dedication, the discipline that is required is unparalleled in any other form or part or path of life. So I would definitely want to do something related with sports, like a sports movie or a show. Uh, a little that would
Let's
be.
channel the universe to see Abhimanyu as an athlete. Why not?
I would love to. It would be my way of giving my respect to athletes because they've inspired me and motivated me as a child growing up, and even now they do. And it would be my little way of saying thank you that I can represent them on the screen and uh, inspire kids to kind
Yeah.
of
What's
choose
that
those.
one sport, Abhimanyu? If you get genuinely an option to pick a sports film, a sport you would maybe love to learn also,
I
even if
would
you
look
haven't.
at this. You're really taking it another level. If you get to choose, we don't get to choose. It's
No,
not like
I'm just saying it's a hypothetical thing. If you have to learn
okay,
a sport
yeah.
also, for that
Yeah,
matter, is this
I'm a
something?
I'm a huge football fan. Arsenal till I die, and I catch every game. Uh, it's been a disappointing season, a few seasons now, if I may say so. But loyalty runs in the blood. Can't help it. Uh, so definitely football. Football is my first option because that's my second love in life. So
Okay, coming back to the serious business, Abhimanyu.
yeah.
Um, just before we move to something fun and lighter, when you come from you have seen a generation of stardom in with Bhagyashree ma'am. Of course, voluntary break. She's now hopefully coming back into films in the full throttle mode, and we'll
Yes.
see her again.
Yeah.
Two things. When there is acting in the film line, or you're in the family, you see a performer and actress who's revered for that few films she has done and that one cult classic which nobody can ever replicate. I think that's something shouldn't be touched. Just
Yeah.
saying. And then it's you. You see the difference of the craft and how, you know, does that end? Do you have those kind of conversations with mom coming back in the limelight again? Does she see the difference, how it's operating? Are you the guiding one here? Are you the one who's like, let me?
Yeah. Yeah, it is extremely different from the time that she remembers it to be and how it used to be to the time that we have now. It's a new world, it's a different world. So yeah, she does have a lot of questions, and even when she's at shoot, I'm constantly getting calls. This is what I'm supposed to do. I've got this project, how do I go about it? What do you think about this? Can you read this for me?
Oh,
uh,
so
so
sweet.
yeah, it's amazing to see how someone who's been at that level is ready to become a child again and learn from the very beginning, and being so open to that's why I learned so much from her, because she's ready to adapt. She's not being stiff about hamare time pe aise hota tha. No.
Yeah, it's difficult to unlearn and learn again. It's not an easy job.
Which is amazing. I find it way more difficult than I think what she's finding it, because she's doing it really well, and hats off to her. And uh, again, this is the reason why she's an inspiration, why she's a motivation to so many
Are
people
we
who seem
channeling
to
any
be
kind
able
of
to do
energies watching you and ma'am together anytime soon?
right script, right director, right characters, right story. Who knows?
Let's put it out in open then. Guys, please, we can do something here. All the good stories can come flowing for Abhimanyu and Bhagyashree. Okay, Abhimanyu, to a little lighter note. We have some
Yeah,
couple of fun questions, hypothetical answers only. I'm
yeah.
giving you the leeway, but they all have to feature only young actors. This is going to be
What do
hilarious.
you mean by young actors?
No,
You have
I
to
am
give me.
not taking Mr. SRK for an answer. Please don't play diplomatic. Don't give me Alia Bhatt also. Like, come on. Like,
Alia Bhatt is younger than me. Just
I know
let
that.
me.
It's just that, come on, her
But
body of work is beyond now. We will not
she's an
count her in the
amazing
younger
actor.
crop.
She's yeah, she's just awesome. She's plain awesome.
Yeah, I think that's one of the few actors who actually changed the game, how it's not supposed to be so very conventional. Everything she has, I think, pretty much covered in the last, yeah, not just, it's not even a decade to her, if you say that.
No, you see her grow from her first film, second film, and she just gives it everything and makes it look so easy. It's just flowing. Uh,
Like, I'm equally excited to see her with Bhansali, like the kind of grandeur you can't. I think that this is some excitement going on there. So yeah, let's get back to Abhimanyu. Abhimanyu, fun answers only.
बताइए.
The
Yeah.
only relief you have is if you get stuck, you can't think of a
Hmm.
young actor's name. You can go
Hmm.
to the Hollywood and pick a name, but that also young crop.
Okay.
It's about all the youngsters. So let's get it rolling.
Hmm.
Who's your latest celeb crush from the Gen X?
Wow. Uh, I haven't really seen much. But I don't know how young she is, but the actress from Queen's Gambit, I think, or was it the character? It was
No, no, yeah,
really
Anna Taylor Joy. We are talking
Anna
about.
Taylor. Yes, absolutely. Yes, yes. She's fantastic. What she did in Queen's Gambit, or was it the character? I don't know. It's just
She's lovely. Like, I think one of
yeah.
the best work we saw on OTT platforms. One of the best works.
Right.
This. Okay. Who would Abhimanyu kill,
Hmm.
hook up, and marry? You have already been killed by someone. I will not reveal the name. But who would Abhimanyu kill, hook up, and marry?
Wow. This is very random. Can we skip to the other one? We'll come back to this.
Okay, we'll take this. Keep thinking about this. I'll definitely ask you again. All right. A newbie who you would love to be gossip buddies with in Bollywood.
Who gossips? I don't know. Where do I get the good gossip from?
You tell me, Rhythm, you can get the good gossip from.
Ah,
I wish I could give the answer.
the only kind of gossip that I'm, usually interested is on Arsenal transfer rumors. Honest to God, that's the only gossip that I look forward to, and that I'm checking during the January month and the summer season. Yeah, that's. But
Girls, I'm
uh,
sorry, Abhimanyu's not giving you any good answers right now. Abhimanyu, up the
they're
game.
honest answers. They're honest answers. Uh,
Okay, Abhimanyu, this one has
yeah.
to be nice. A
Okay.
newbie who looks like a snack.
A newbie who looks like a snack. Uh, phew, Shayoni, but she's not a newbie.
Yeah, so give me another answer.
But okay. Hmm. Newbie who looks like a snack. I can't say Alia either, right?
No, we are not taking Alia. Everyone is playing safe with her.
How is that playing safe? You're calling someone a snack.
Come on, do you know that is the kind of comment on many of your Instagram pictures? Do you want me to send you the shots? Trust me, there are people calling you a snack.
Healthy one. But
Pick
hmm.
anyone from Hollywood, and just in case someone you really find
No,
like.
there's this girl that I saw. I remember in October, Banita Sandhu.
Oh
I
yeah,
haven't seen her after that in anything. I hope she's doing some more stuff. I think
she
she was
is. I think it's just because of the pandemic. Also, she also got a couple of things, and they just halted. But good one. That's a nice answer. Okay, a newbie you wish wasn't dating.
a newbie that I wish wasn't dating. I do not know who's dating who. I cannot keep track. I cannot keep track.
Okay, guys, Abhimanyu is even not Abhimanyu.
No,
Are you
last
dating?
time,
Let's
you know
ask.
what happened last time? You know what happened last time?
Mhm.
Someone asked me, uh, would you go out on a date with XYZ person? And I was like, isn't she dating? And I was not supposed to say it. And then I got into trouble. I got into trouble. I had to message and say, listen, I didn't know. I don't know. Is it not? That's,
Okay, so let's reverse it. Is Abhimanyu dating?
I'll answer who I should be dating, Zendaya.
Nice, even nicer. That's even better. That's a good improvisation. I will give it to you. Okay, a cheesiest pickup line you would use on a co-star. The co-star can be anyone, for that matter, even an Alia, if you have to put it.
This material is nice, now. It's boyfriend material.
I am framing. Thank you. You just okay. Let's get back to the one. Okay, which is the current celebrity you are stalking on Instagram?
Tom Holland. I'm a fan. Andrew Garfield. I think both of them did individually amazing jobs at being Spider-Man. And I mean, I look at a lot of their work for inspiration to add into my characters. So those two guys for sure. I think, and I do. Okay, I'm a big fan of Mark Wahlberg. He's amazing. He's an absolute inspiration. Whatever he touches, he puts in 100% of himself, and he succeeds. Whether it's being a rapper, boxer, model, actor, producer, uh, he just
And
does everything
the
100%.
fitness is
Yeah.
it's
And
mind
he's a
blowing.
family man. And he's a family man. It's lovely. So I enjoy it's a healthy dose of stalking when I watch his Instagram. It's inspiring at the same time, and it's goals.
Okay, the last one before we take up that question, which you have very conveniently asked me to ask you as the last one. Okay, Abhimanyu's happy place, a gym or a movie theater?
Movie theater.
Because this is fans have been talking a lot about your fitness and the fitness videos. And thank you for the lockdown entire itinerary of fitness. I mean, I was one
Thank
of the few people who was actually looking out what exactly you're putting out. That was
you.
one impressive transformation, if I have to say, in those months.
No, a lot of people messaged me. I put out workouts every day so that people could work out at home without equipment, and a lot of people messaged me really heartfelt messages. How it has helped them cope with their anxiety, or whether it was the sleep issue, or whether it was losing weight or gaining muscle. And they sent me before and after pictures, and it was I felt nice. I really felt nice that I could make that little difference in someone's life.
Abhimanyu, what it makes you so easily available, and I have seen it, experienced it firsthand. You're very available and accessible to fans. You're always there to answer. There's always a prompt reply, more or less. You're very interactive with them. Do you find this an easier way to connect with something? Why I say so? I barely see you having any, your viral moments, as we call them, those big
Yeah.
paparazzi out in the PR kind of things. That's so not you. But what I see is always you interacting with your fans legit on social media. And there's so many of them I can see.
Yeah. Uh, I Stepping out of character to get your attention just doesn't seem right to me. So it's something that I would not do. Hence, none of those PR moments that you're talking about. And interaction with fans, you say it's there are a lot of people that I look up to in the world, and like fans would message them. There are people that I have DM'd, and there are people that I comment on. And one or two times when I've got a reply from them, I've just felt so happy the entire day. I've gone and told 10 people, you know what? He replied to me, and stuff like that. And then I was like, is it possible that I can give 1/10 of that happiness to someone? Uh, by putting in 30 seconds and just answering their question, or saying hi to them, or so I about every 20 days I do like a random video call with a fan and surprise them on their birthday, or usually it's kids that I do that with, and I coordinate with their parents to surprise them. um, and it's lovely that I can give out that happiness to them, those moments that they can cherish. um, and that's honestly the power that a celebrity has. And if you don't use that, what kind of celebrity are you, or what's the point of being famous?
That's so lovely. Abhimanyu, last question for you is the times are gone when we had a poster boy in Bollywood, or you say you had to be big enough on the poster to get the kind of attention. Now, as throughout our interview, one thing which remained constant and interact is the content which we have been talking about. With
Right.
content, we also have those young crop of actors who are having some equally impressive body of work, and they are picking some scripts which are really juicy. If
Yeah.
you would have to trade off a script, or the kind of actors we are working with, if you would have to put your lineup of actors you would want to work with, what it
Yeah.
would be like in the today's time? What's
I mean,
Abhimanyu's vision?
are you talking about the
I'm
young
saying the
actors that are
co-actors,
coming
like the
out now?
co-actors you would like to work with, the kind of actors which we are having, and the kind of scripts. If
I
Abhimanyu has
mean,
to hypothetically put out a list
when
of maybe a story and to do with this actor, what it would be like?
when it comes to co-actors or people that I would like to work with, there are just ton of them. There are a lot of young new actors that I see on screen, and I've seen in the past 2 years that I've watched, and I'm like, wow, I would really like to work with this and see if we can jam and make something out of it. But when I came into the industry, and and it strikes me every day when the legends that we've grown up on, and I got to work with Mahesh Manjrekar sir, and I got to work with Paresh Rawal sir already, and you know uh, Sharman Joshi and Divya Datta ma'am. So Vijay Raj sir, these, and just hearing their stories is so amazing, enriching. Because these films that we've grown up on, we hear the stories that happened on set, behind the screen, and that is another level. And I'm saying that very selfishly. Forget the artist or forget the actor Abhimanyu. This is the fan Abhimanyu that likes to want to work with. I want to work with, like, the moment that I had with Salman sir on Big Boss.
uh, Big Boss, the
Yeah.
jacket one, I remember that episode.
Who has danced on O Jane Jana shirtless with Salman sir? Go ahead.
You
That's what it's like. It's amazing. It's mind blowing. This is the song that we dance on every wedding. We've partied on this song for like 20 years, and I've done that with the legend. Wow.
and on
So
national TV with
selfishly,
everyone to look at.
but
And on the
selfishly,
25th anniversary of Maine Pyar Kiya.
yeah.
You just tick too many boxes of Abhimanyu, I'm telling you.
So selfishly, I would like to work with people that I've watched over the years as a child. child, and have these small moments with them. But again, coming back to the artist that and the actor in more professional way. But uh, there, I've watched a lot of South movies also, a lot of Tamil movies, a lot of Malayalam films, and the films that are coming out uh, has been amazing. The directors, the stories that are coming out, really amazing. So I would definitely like to venture out there. But again, coming back to your question, which I'm trying to lean away from again and again,
So it's
is
just a
which
fun
new
thing.
age
Like,
actors that I want to
like,
work with.
yes,
The-
this has been as fun answer that someone was waiting to work with a Siddhant, or there's something about maybe a
yeah, these guys. Siddhant is, I think he did a terrific job in his first film, and I'm looking forward to what he brings to the table with Bunty and Bubbly and whichever other film he's got out. For that matter, Ishan. Uh, I think he's extremely talented as well, whether it comes to acting or dancing. I and he's got a very interesting choice of scripts that he chooses. So these are definitely actors that I'd like to watch out for, seeing what they're doing. There's always so much to learn from them. But uh, but I'm a big fan of Ranbir Kapoor. I've said that many times, and I want to work with him.
You have
I
said this aloud, I think, so many times. I was looking forward that it was going to come.
Yeah, and the universe got to be listening, man.
We got to put it out saying like Abhimanyu's
Yeah.
dream list features Ranbir. That's like the first thing which we are going to put it out.
Or actually at least jam with him and understand what his thought process is. How does he do it so easily?
You,
Like he
I think one of the best things about him is he's so not available to anyone, and that
that is the. I'm glad you pointed
actor
it
to
out because no one
actress
else
is,
does. That's one of the top things that I admire about him. You know,
and in the today's time when we were taking you back to that question, like suddenly it's the new actors are also not very keen to be out and about. Whatever limited interaction they want to keep with the fans direct, and rest everything is for the craft. It's not all the paparazzi or the PR movements, and it's a different change we have seen this last 2 3 years that not everyone is vying to get the attention.
I mean, I think if I'm being honest, I think it went overboard. You know, Actors were suddenly available everywhere. At the click of a button, a swipe of a finger, you're available. Your whole life is available, and that never happened earlier. And what actually, when you admire something about someone, there is a sense of I don't want to call it secrecy, but yeah, mystery.
Mystique, yeah.
There's if there's a little bit of mystery, there's a little bit of curiosity, then it's different. The magic is different. And I always say curiosity over expectations, man. That's how like to look at things, and that's how I would like for others to look at me. Instead of expecting me to be a certain way, be curious about what I really might be or might not be.
Yeah, and parting words, as B said, that there is no process to act. It's all in the mind. So I like to keep my space. I like to do it in my space, like whatever little space I have. So I think the same goes with you. The lesser we see of you, the more interested I am to see when next we are going to catch Abhimanyu. It was a
Three
long one.
three times this year.
3 times lucky. Why not? And I'm
I'm
hoping
saying
up
three
beyond
times this year.
and beyond the Zoom. I genuinely hope we can sit down and talk. I'm really missing, as you said, the magic of movies, the magic of talking films and craft in general. But wishing you all the best, Abhimanyu. It has been
Thank
really
you.
kind. You have been
Thank
very honest, very candid, missing only one question, which I'm definitely going to check
you.
on you. Do you still have an answer? We can close it with that one. Who are you going to kill, marry, and hook up? Come on, let's close it on a fun note.
Kill, marry, and hook up. Wow. Hmm. And it has to be all
No,
young
no.
actors, like you said.
Okay, fine, Abhimanyu. I'm taking you out of your misery. Name anyone. Come on,
Name
let's do
anyone
it.
but
Any, no, no, no young actors, no old actors, nothing such. I'm giving you the free hand here.
marry and hook up. Hmm. Hmm.
It can't
I'm
get
so
easier
bad
than
at this.
this.
I'm so bad at this. I need like a list in front of me. Give me options and I'll tell you which one.
Okay.
Like
Tara, Ishan, Mizan,
how
Ananya, Sara,
marry
Dishan,
hook up even.
Tiger. Mm, who else? I can't
Maybe
even remember so many names.
maybe
Mrunal,
from a,
Sholi,
yeah, girl women.
Siddhant,
Yeah,
Alaya, Pick. I have given you
yeah.
so many names.
Uh, actually, you mentioned Alaya. I saw some video of her recently on dancing or something like that. I think that was pretty interesting. Uh, I don't know about Mario Cup, but definitely like would like to hang out with her and understand that a little more. She seems interesting.
Fine, Abhimanyu played safe on this one. We'll let it go. We won't bother you much. But thank you, Abhimanyu. Thank you. Thank you
Yeah.
for your time. Thank you
Thank
for
you.
being.
My pleasure being here and speaking to you and all these people watching it whenever they do.
Yes. Thank you so much.
My pleasure.